Degrees of freedom. The number of degrees of freedom of a dynamical system is defined as the total number of coordinates or independent quantities required to describe completely the position and the configuration of the system. If the particle is moving along any one axis, then it has one translation degree of freedom. If the particle moves in a plane, it has 2 translation degree of freedom. If the particle is moving in a space, it has 3 translation degree of the freedom. A rigid body has 6 degrees of freedom, 3 due to the translatory motion and 3 due to rotatory motion. So the number of degrees of freedom of a dynamical system is obtained by subtracting the number of independent relation from total number of coordinates required to satisfy position of constituents particle of the system. See, for example, if A is the number of particles in system and R is the number of independent relation among particles, and capital N is the number of degrees of freedom, then the number of degrees of freedom can be calculated by the formula N is equal to 3A minus. Law of equipartition of energy, or this is also called the Maxwell's law of equipartition of energy. For any dynamical system in thermal equilibrium, the total energy is distributed equally amongst all the degrees of freedom, and the energy associated with each molecule per degree of freedom is given by half kT, that is equal to a constant. Here K is the Boltzmann constant and T is the temperature. So we'll prove now the law of equipartition of energy. So according to the kinetic theory of gases, we know that the average translational kinetic energy of a gas molecule is given by half mc square, and that is equal to 3/2 kT. This formula already we have derived. That is the kinetic energy of a gas molecule. We have derived this, okay, already. So here the m is the mass of each molecule. Now we know that the velocity of the molecule is given by c square, and that can be written as the component in the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis in this way, like c x square plus c y square plus c z square is equal to c square, where c is what? The RMS velocity of the gas, that is the root mean square velocity of the gas. Now we will see here, if we'll just multiply here half m in place of, you can see that half mc square is equal to 3/2 kT. So in place of c square, if we'll just put this value, so half m c x square plus c y square plus c z square it is, and that is equal to 3/2 kT. Here the k is the Boltzmann constant, and it is given by r upon n, that is also constant. But the average kinetic energy of the molecule along each of 3 axes is the same at temperature, that is the absolute temperature. That means in the x direction, in the y direction, in the z direction, in all these 3 direction, the kinetic energy, average kinetic energy per molecule, that is half mc x square is equal to half mc y square is equal to half mc z square. So here we can see that if we'll just take, this is 3/2 mc x square, 3/2, suppose we are taking mc x square, so that is also equal to 3/2 kT, and this 3/2 kT, this is equal to what? That is equal to the 3/2 mcy square, 3/2 mcz square, okay. So because all these 3 quantities are equal, so just multiply 3 here, then you will get the 3/2 mcx square, 3/2 mcy square, 3/2 mcz square, and that can be equal to what? That can be equal to 3/2 kT, okay. So here you will see that the half mcx square is equal to half mcy square equal to half mcz square, that is equal to half kt. That means we can just divide by 3 here. That is, the energy associated with each molecule per degree of freedom is half kt, and this is only the Maxwell's law of equipartition of. Now we will calculate the energy associated with the monoatomic gases, or the degrees of freedom we will calculate here. So the monoatomic gases like neon, argon, helium, in this you will find it is capable of translatory motion only and has 3 degrees of freedom. Why 3 degrees of freedom? Because you can see that one molecule is there, so a number of molecule here is 1 and the relation is 0. That means no other molecule is there for the relation, so one molecule is there, so relation is 0. So if we just put the value here in this formula, the number of degrees of freedom, that is n, is calculated here 3a minus r, where 3 into a is the 1 minus r is the 0, so it is 3. So that means the monoatomic gases are having 3 degrees of freedom. As kinetic energy per molecule per degree of freedom given by the law of equipartition of energy, that is half kt. So energy associated with energy associated with monoatomic gas molecule, one monoatomic gas molecule is, that is, because 3 degrees of freedom, so each degree of freedom, that half kt this kinetic energy is, so 3 degree of freedom, this is 3 into half kt, so it is equal to 3 upon 2 kt. Now total kinetic energy of 1 mole of the monoatomic gas, if we'll take it, so this is 3 upon 2 kt, and that is multiplied by n, capital N. This n is the Avogadro's number, that means the number of molecule present in 1 mole of the substance, 1 mole of the gas. Okay, so 3 upon 2 kt, and so it will come 3 upon 2. Here you can see that k and n, this is k is the Boltzmann constant, and multiply with n will give us another constant, that is r. This is called the gas constant, so it is 3 upon 2 RT. Now you will see here at constant volume, we know very well by the second law of thermodynamics, the first law of thermodynamics, dq is equal to du plus dw. So at constant volume dw is 0, so dq is equal to what? It is equal to du. So means whatever the heat is supplied can change the internal energy of the system, that means dq is equal to du. Then molar specific heat of a substance at constant volume is represented at Cv. Here you can see that, so we can calculate Cv is equal to what? The Cv is equal to dq upon dt. Cv is equal to dq upon dt. So actually here the formula is coming from this way, like as you know that mct, that is mass, molar specific heat, and change in temperature is equal to q. So this is for 1 mole of substance if we are taking here. So Cv, this is dt, change in temperature is dt, and the supply of heat is dq. So Cv will become dq upon dt. Okay, so here we have written Cv is equal to dq upon dt, and just now we have seen that for the constant volume dq is equal to du here, so it is du upon dt. So here you will find d upon dt, and the energy associated with each degree of molecule, we have seen that by the law of equipartition of energy, that is half kt, and because 3 degrees of freedom are there, so we can just write is 3 upon 2 kt, and for 1 mole of substance when we are taking it, so k into n will become r here, so it will come 3 upon 2 RT. This value already we have calculated. The value of u already we have calculated for the monoatomic gas, it will come 3 upon 2 RT. Okay, now you will see that Cv is equal to 3 upon 2 R. If we just calculate it, this is dt, means you have to take the differentiation of this, so the dt and dt will be 1 only, so Cv will come 3 upon 2 R. Now the value of R, the gas constant, is 1.98 calorie per mole per Kelvin it is. When we calculate it, it will come 2.97 calorie per mole per Kelvin. So now when we have calculated already CV, we can calculate CP also, because we know the Mayer's equation, that is Cp minus Cv is equal to R. So we can write Cp is equal to Cv plus R. So Cv is already we have calculated, that is 2.97. The value of R is a constant value, which is 1.98 here. So we can just write 2.97 plus 1.98. So here we can see that it will come 4.95. In place of Cv, we can write here 3/2 R also. Then also the value can be calculated by this way. And the ratio of the Cp upon Cv, that is the molar specific heat at constant pressure to the molar specific heat at constant volume, that is equal to the gamma, a constant. So Cp we have calculated, it is 5/2 R, and upon Cv is 3/2 R here. So what you will find? You will find this is 5/3, and that will be equal to 1.67. Here we have written 1 minute, just look at here. Cp is equal to Cv plus R. Cv we have calculated 3/2 R, so this will be plus only 3/2 R plus R, and that will become 5/2 R. So here we have just kept this value only 5/2 R, so that RR can be calculated to cancel, 2 also cancel, 5/3 that will give. For diatomic gases like nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, you can see that this way the arrangement can be, it is y-axis, and these are the two particle system, means like the two molecules are there, so they can be arranged in this way. Okay, now you will see that the molecules of a diatomic gas like hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen has 2 atoms, and it has 3 degrees of freedom due to the translation. Apart from the molecule rotates about 2 axes. You can see that this if it is arranged in the x-axis, it can rotate about y-axis, it can rotate about z-axis also. So the 2 axis, about 2 axis it can rotate, and therefore the contribution of 2 more degrees of the freedom. Hence a diatomic gas molecule has 5 degrees of freedom. We can calculate this also, means a very easy way, like the number of the atoms are 2, that is A is equal to 2, and the relation is 1. That means these 2 atoms are related with each other by one relation only. So relation is 1 here. So the number of degree of freedom that we are calculating here, n is equal to 3a minus 1. So A is 2, so 3 into 2 minus 1 it is, and it will come 5. So whether you will write by this justification or the reason, or you can just calculate by the formula, then also means every time you will get the 5 degrees of freedom associated with the diatomic gas. Okay, then now we will calculate the total energy associated with 1 gram mole of diatomic gas. So here U we can calculate here, that is the for 1 degree of freedom there half kT energy would be there. So for 5 degrees of freedom 5/2 kT energy would be there, and if the number of molecules are n, that is the Avogadro's number as we have seen, so n, then it will be 5/2 RT, because K and N will become T here. Okay, so sorry, K and N will become R here. R is the gas constant. So now we will calculate Cv. Already we have done with the monoatomic gases. Cv is the molar specific heat at constant volume, and at constant volume the dW is equal to 0. So dQ is equal to du. So if you just write Cv as dQ upon du, dt, it will be equal to du upon dt, and here d upon dt. In place of u, you can write 5/2 RT here. So if we just take the differentiation of this quantity, you will find 5/2 R. So Cv will come 5/2 R, and the value of R is 1.98. So if we just multiply it, it will come 4.95 calorie per mole per Kelvin. Now we will calculate Cp, that Cp is equal to Cv plus R, so 5/2 R plus R, that means 7/2 R. or 7 upon 2 into 1.98, that is equal to 6.93 calorie per mole per Kelvin it is. So the ratio we will calculate gamma, which is equal to Cp upon Cv. Cp we have calculated 7 upon 2R and Cv we have calculated 5 upon 2R. So this value will be 7 upon 5 equal to 1. Triatomic gases. We'll see the degrees of freedom for the triatomic gases and the energy associated with the triatomic gases, like O3, that is, you can say this way, O3. Okay, so here the two type of relation is there. Suppose this triatomic gases are arranged linearly. Linearly means that three molecules are arranged in this way, linearly. So in such situation, what you will find? You will find that the number of molecules are 3 and the relation is 2. That is, this one and this one, 2. Two relations are there. So the number of degrees of freedom we can calculate here, that is equal to n equal to 3a minus r by this formula, where a is the 3 and r is the 2. So 3 3s are 9 minus 2 is the 7. So here you will find, in such case, the triatomic gases, if the atoms are linearly arranged in such situation, they are having the 7 degrees of freedom. Now such a molecule has 7 degrees of freedom, and U we will calculate as we have done in the previous two cases for the monoatomic gases and the diatomic gases. Directly we can write here the energy associated here is U, that is equal to 7 upon 2 RT. Now Cv is equal to du upon dt. If we calculate it, it will come 7 upon 2 R, that is equal to 6.93 calorie per mole per Kelvin. Cp also we can calculate by the formula Cv plus R. So here 7 upon 2 R plus R, that is 9 upon 2 R. 9 upon 2 into 1.98, that is equal to 8.91 calorie per mole per Kelvin. Now the gamma, the relation between the Cp upon Cv, this is equal to 9 upon 2 R upon 7 upon 2 R. R would be cancelled. So it will come 9 upon 7, that is equal to 1.2. Now we will see the triatomic gases when it is the molecules are not arranged in one line. That means if they arrange non-linearly. So you will see that suppose the molecules are arranged in this way. 3 molecules are there, 3 atoms are there, and they are arranged in this way. If it is arranged in this way, the number of atoms are 3 here, and the 3 relation you will find, this is the one relation, then the second relation, and this one is the third relation you will find. So here the relation is 3, number of molecules or atoms are 3. So the number of degrees of freedom, that is n equal to 3a minus r, that is 3 into 3 minus 3, that is 3 3s are 9 minus 3 equal to 6. So such a molecule has 6 degrees of freedom. U we will calculate the energy associated with such molecules are 6 upon 2, because it is for each molecule it is half kT it is. Then for the these molecules which are having the 6 degrees of freedom, so 6 multiplied by half kT, that is 6 upon 2 kT, and if you are just taking for 1 mole of the gas, you will multiply n, the number n, so the k and n will become r, so it will come 6 upon 2 RT. That means it is 3 RT. Now Cv will calculate, which is equal to dq upon dt, and dq is equal to du in case of the constant volume. So du upon dt, that is equal to 3R, that means 3 into 1.98, and it is equal to 5.94 calorie per mole per Kelvin. Now Cp equal to Cv plus R, so 3R plus R, that is 4R, 4 into 1 minus 9.8, that is the value of R, so it will be 7.92 calorie per mole per Kelvin. Now the gamma we will calculate, which is Cp upon Cv, 4R upon 3, that is R would be cancelled, 4 upon 3, and it is equal to 1.33. So this is the means triatomic gases. Already we have seen the linear molecules arrangement and the non-linear arrangement. For both we have seen the degrees of freedom, energy associated with the molecule, each molecule, and the ratio of Cp and Cv.